Today we're going to talk about how to have it raining men when you're dating, right? And I mean raining quality men. I don't mean having a bunch of people that are, coming up on your app and driving you crazy. So let's start with meeting men offline, okay? And that's IRL in real life. Let's start with that because that still works and it can be really fantastic. Now, there are some activities that I call mentastic activities. Mentastic. Now, these are activities, courses, meetups, conferences that have lots of guys in them, and they happen to be on a topic that's of high interest to you. So you're really going to enjoy being there. You're going to be in your element. You're going to be having your natural charisma. And of course, you have something to talk about immediately to connect to these guys. So what are some mentastic activities? Okay. So any course or meetup on, let's say, artificial intelligence, on sports, on golf, boating, skiing, hiking, dancing, marathon training, that kind of thing. Or even something like upscale wine or cigar tasting happenings. We had a woman in our Love Mentor coaching program who went to this wine tasting program in Southern California, and she met two amazing guys. She happened to want a guy who was more successful. And one of these guys was uber successful, with his own plane, the whole business. But he was somewhat little narcissistic. The other guy was amazing. And she's now in this amazing relationship with this guy who is just fantastic in every level, every level. So, I would say, think about what is really fun for you. If you feel like a dancing class, of course, one that has a lot of guys in it, or hiking, a hiking club, go for it. Definitely go for it. And choose activities that have higher goals, like marathons, triathlon training. Let's say if you're into sports, that kind of thing, because men tend to go for goals. They want to go for it, So that is a fantastic way to meet people. When you get there, I want you to smile and make eye contact. Smile, make eye contact, and you have something to talk about immediately, so you can make a comment or ask for help, which is fantastic because guys love to help women. They really do. So if you need help, let's say understanding something or fixing your bike, we actually had a marriage also with this woman who asked for help on fixing her bike. And she's married with a beautiful, beautiful daughter. So that is mentastic activities. Now, let's move on to online dating and apps, okay? Now, when you're using online dating sites and you're using an app, what is the main thing? The main thing that attracts guys is your photo. Your photo. I can't tell you how many women in our Love Mentor coaching program have showed us crummy photos that they're using in dating. There's photos that just do not work because we rework their profile for them when they're in the Love Mentor coaching program. So I've seen tons of them. Now, here's the way to make your photo pop. It's very, very important. Be wearing red, ideally. A red scoop top is really wonderful. Research shows that men rate the same woman who's wearing a red dress as more beautiful than if she's wearing a blue dress. I mean, go figure. The other thing that research shows is that if you're smiling and looking into the camera, you're rated as more beautiful. Also, research shows that if you're wearing a moderate amount of makeup, not no makeup and not tons of makeup, you're rated as more beautiful, right? So these are things to take into account. You want to have a friend take at least 100 photos of you till you really pop in the photo. Don't be intimidated by that. You know, fool around, make weird faces, just play. And the other option, of course, is to have a professional photographer take a series of pictures, but they have to look not professional. So that is very important. Now, the other thing is to actually use the search engine mechanics that are inside a dating site. It's like when you go to Google, it's a search engine, right? Well, if you're going to match, there's a search engine that's matching you up with guys, and you want more guys to see you because you want to choose, pick and choose the really great ones, right? You want more guys to see you. You want thousands of guys to see you, not hundreds, right? So you want to work the search engine of the sites. And I'm about getting more guys to see you. Now, this is very, very interesting. You know, when I was working with Amelia on the Fox Morning Show and the 90-Day Love Challenge, she started with no dates, zero guys. And I had her coming up #1 on Match.com in the greater New York City area for about 2 weeks. We were not using the Boost at that time, where you sign up to get a premier placement. They didn't have it. What we did was the search engine techniques. And what happened with her is she wound up having actually literally 12 interesting guys. 12. Let me go over these secrets. #1, the search engine will rank you higher if there's a change in your profile. So if you take out a sentence and put it back in, or you change a word, it'll rank you higher. That's #1. #2 is to actually trade some messages with your friends, because you're rated as higher if you're more active. You know, if you're more active. The #3 would be to actually log on and stay logged in. Sites like JDate will actually give logged in. So those are 3 secrets that you can use to get more guys. And then finally, of course, now they do offer this boost function. If you see it at the top of your screen when you're on a site, and it says that for a small extra fee, you can be boosted up in your visibility, definitely pay for that, because it's well worth it. You know, dating is a numbers game. You know, that's why you shouldn't get fatigued if you're on Tinder or that kind of thing. It's a numbers game. This is a numbers game. So you just want to optimize your numbers, sit back, sort through, and find the good ones, you know? So finally, the other thing about getting it to rain men is to actually set up your profile to attract the kind of person you want. You want to attract a certain kind of person, right? You want a soulmate. You don't want these duds. I call them duds. That means definitely unworkable dudes. Definitely unworkable dudes. You want the studs. The studs are the seriously terrific, utterly devoted dudes. That's seriously terrific, utterly devoted dudes. And you, of course, want someone who's going to be a soulmate to you, who's going to be someone who totally vibrates on your wavelength. So when you're setting up a profile, and of course, on apps, it's a very brief profile, so you have to really pick and choose your words. You have a better luxury in terms of describing yourself and who you want on the larger sites. And let's focus in on that. So it's not only how you describe your ideal match, it's actually how you describe yourself that's going to draw in the exact kind of person you want. Okay, so we have had a lot of women in the coaching program say that they can't find any successful guys, really successful guys. So if you want to target alpha guys or successful guys, Use language to describe yourself that appeals to someone who is successful and ambitious. So for example, in your screen name, you might call yourself a catch, right? Or a gem, right? And by the way, in your screen name, please don't be shy about putting it out there how great you are in the screen name alone, because that's your brand. That's your brand in a nugget, you know, smiles for miles, beautiful blonde, you know, whatever it is, work with your friends on that. But let's get back to this. So let's say you want a successful guy. Okay. So you're going to mention things that successful guys like to do. You might say in your profile, I enjoy conversations with smart men, right? So that's pretty obvious. I enjoy conversation, if it's true. By the way, this is all true stuff. We're not lying about this. We're just highlighting something about ourselves that is true, right? And is going to connect to a person that's really a good match. So you could mention challenging or upscale activities in your profile. Like, I like to compete in marathons, or I like attending black tie charity events, right? That kind of thing. A little later on, I'm going to actually read you a profile that is designed to attract a successful guy, a successful, loving guy. And you're welcome to take notes on that and to pick up even whole sentences out of that, because there's so many people online, it really doesn't matter. Let's say that you want to attract a spiritual guy. Okay, so you're going to talk about your meditation practice briefly in your profile. You might mention Eckhart Tolle, right? Or seeing heaven in a wildflower. That's going to pull in someone who really vibrates to that. And let's say that maybe you want a religious guy. You're Christian, or you want a religious guy. You may talk about how prayer comes before brushing your teeth in the morning, right? When you're writing a profile, the specifics are most important, because it kind of brings the person into being with you. They feel like they're being with you. Okay, so once again, it's just a matter of emphasizing certain things about yourself that you love and you do that attracts a certain kind of person. Of course, when you get to your ideal match in the profile, you want to use phrases like you're doing extraordinary things. Let's say you want a very successful guy, you might put in there, you are doing extraordinary things. Or you are a leader who loves your work, but also takes time to enjoy the little things, right? Or you might say, if you want a more spiritual guy, you're into spiritual growth, or you have God in charge, more religious guy. And this way, you're really going to attract someone who really connects to your soul, to your heart's desire, which is, of course, the goal. I promise. Here is an actual profile that we wrote for someone in our Love Mentor coaching program. And, feel free to take some notes. If anything catches you or captures you, or what you're like or what you want, go ahead and jot it down. Men have called me warm, witty, smart, and beautiful. A catch. So there's that phrase, a catch. Friends say I'm loving, loyal. I'm a loving, loyal person who's delicious, clever, and amusing in my own unique way. I love an adventure, whether far away or right next door. Adventure is a state of mind, but just in case, I have a freshly minted passport and some bug spray. Again, you have the specifics there, and it's cute. Comfortable in jeans and boots, heels and gowns. Now here we're mentioning heels and gowns, right? The person was comfortable in heels and gowns, but we put that out there because she wanted a successful guy. And topsider boat shoes, again, that's pulling for a successful guy. And bikini, love to ski and sail, right? So there we are, pulling in the alpha male. Most importantly, ready to create an extraordinary love match where I am there for my man as he is there for me. when you put out your profile, you're putting out a statement to the universe. Dream, your love intention, because you want someone who vibrates to that dream, right? Even if it seems like way out of reach, and you feel like, you know, you've been betrayed or cheated on or left, and it's like way out of reach, you still kind of want to jump off the cliff and go for it, because that's the way the miracle happens. You know, you find somebody who's beyond your wildest dreams. We've had it over and over and over again in our coaching program. So let me just give you the end of this profile. I think you'll really enjoy it. Here are some things I love. I love the Impressionists, Monet in particular, right? So he's pulling for art. I love great opera. I love cooking my signature savory lamb chops for my extraordinary friends. I love a great tennis match, watching and playing. I love clever conversations with smart men. And this is all true. This is all true, right? But she's highlighting these qualities so that she can meet an alpha guy who's loving, right? I love hiking the local trails at sunset with my Irish setter, Max. And then she ends with a statement in French. J'adore Montréal. My French sucks, but en particulier, j'aime voyager en train pour y aller. So there's a pull for someone who's bilingual. And now here's how she describes the guy, right? You love your life and are doing amazing things with it. You are ready to create an extraordinary win-win partnership filled with adventure, passion, love, and laughter. Does any of this resonate? Email me. Let's see if we have an amazing story to create together. So you see that's pulling for a very energetic, exciting, beautiful vision of the future, which would be very compelling to a high-level guy who's successful and ready to connect in a very loving way. So that's it. I hope you took some notes. And, you know, if you're ready to really meet the right one for you, I'm going to help you every Thursday at 2. We're going to do it. There are some other resources that you might enjoy. There is my book here, Find Your Soulmate Online in 6 Simple Steps. There's a lot of profiles in there that that you can work with and help you. They can help you really pull together something extraordinary. And of course, I invite you to come to lovin90days.com. That's lovin90days.com. And please sign up for the newsletter. You'll get free support all the time from the newsletter and the latest blogs. And also, if you'd like, you can have a free Love Mentor coaching session with one of my amazing Love Mentor coaches. You can talk about your profile, get some input about it, and that would be really a great idea for you to do, really to bring it to the next level. And all you need to do is go to lovin90days.com, lovin90days.com, click on the coaching tab and fill out the form. And let me know you came from Facebook Live, and I'll make sure you get connected to a wonderful, incredible love mentor. And that's a gift for you. It's 40 minutes by phone or Skype. So I'm going to sign off today. I love you guys so much. And remember, don't quit before the miracle. The miracle is coming. Love you. Bye.